Have a good day, everyone. My name is Sheila May Peña Mantivenenoso, and I will be your teacher in MAPE 10 for the school year 2019-2020. Welcome to the Music 10 Alternative Delivery Mode or ADM module on the music of the 20th century. This is our first topic in music, but before we discuss, let me give you some important reminders. The hand is one of the most symbolized parts of the human body. It is often used to depict skill, action, and purpose. Through our hands, we may learn, create, and accomplish. Hence, the hand in this learning resource signifies that you as a learner are capable and empowered to successfully achieve the relevant competencies and skills at your own pace and time. Your academic success lies in your bare hands. This module was designed to provide you with fun and meaningful opportunities for guided and independent learning at your own pace and time. You will be enabled to process the contents of the learning resource while being an active learner. However, here are the following reminders in using this module. Number 1. Use the module with care. Do not put unnecessary mark on any part of the module. You have to use a separate sheet of paper in answering the exercises. Bawal na bawal sulatan ang module. Number 2, don't forget to answer before moving on to the other activities included in the module. Number 3, and I guess this is the most important reminder, read the instructions carefully before doing any task. Bakit? Dahil minsan kaya bumababa yung score ninyo dahil hindi nyo nasunod yung panuto. Kaya dapat ang unang babasahin ay ang mga instructions. Next, observe honesty and integrity in doing the task and in checking your answers. Remember, honesty is the best policy. Number 5, finish the task at hand before proceeding to the next. Okay, if you encounter any difficulty in answering the task in this module, do not hesitate to consult your teacher or facilitator. Always bear in mind that you are not alone. We hope that through this material, you will experience meaningful learning and increased understanding of the relevant competencies. We believe, you can do it. Okay, so now, are you ready to discuss our first topic in music? Okay, let's start. When you were in grade 9, you learned about Western music and its history from Middle Ages to the Romantic period. Let us now go back to those eras of music. Try to recall the characteristics of music in the following periods. Number 1, Middle Ages. Number 2, Renaissance. Number 3, Baroque period. Number 4, Classical period. And number 5, Romantic period. So what you're going to do is to get a short band paper and write down all of your answers about the different characteristics of this musical period. Okay. So, as you continue your journey through the ages of music, you will get a view of how music has developed into what it is today. The first quarter covers music of the 20th century, which is also known as contemporary music. So, the other term sa 20th century music is contemporary music. Actually, there are several styles of music during this time or during the 20th century, but we're gonna discuss first the 4 musical styles. We cannot discuss all the musical styles of the 20th century for the 1 week or for 1 week only. It takes a lot of weeks to finish this musical style. Okay, so are you ready for the first one? The first musical style that we're gonna discuss is the chants music. So I have here a very brief or short explanation of what chants music is. So it pertains to musical style that uses available materials to produce a sound. What does it mean? So when we say chants music, kung ano lamang yung available na materials na pwede nating gamitin para makabuo ng tunog, yun yung ating gagamitin. During the 20th century, hindi pa ganun ka-used ang mga instrument. So, kung ano lang ang makita sa paligid, tapos pwedeng gamitin para makabuo ng tunog, ginagamit nila. Say, for example, bato. What else? Kahoy. What else? Timba. O kaya kawali, tabong sira, tsinelas, tubo. So, all of those materials, kapag ginamit yun sa pagbuo ng tunog, the sound produced is what we called as the chants music. So that is the very first type of music during this time. Okay, next we have is electronic music. So when we say electronic music naman, it pertains to musical style that uses different or advanced technology or media like cell phone, radio, or speaker. Kapag gumamit ka ng mga bagay na ito, or nirecord mo sa cellphone, nag-compose ka ng sarili mo, o kaya nakinig ka sa radyo, or gumamit ka ng speaker, ang tawag naman to that musical style is what we call as the electronic music. As of now or nowadays, it is very common, electronic music. Halos lahat ngayon ng tao o ng bahay ay may mga ganito ng media. May cellphone, may radyo, may speaker. Okay, so lahat ng napoproduce na sound ng mga teknolohiyang yan, that is what we call as the electronic music. Okay, next we have is Impressionism style of music. Okay, when we say Impressionism, it is a French movement in the late 19th and early 20th century. So in between, the sentimental melodies and dramatic emotionalism of the preceding Romantic period, whose themes and melody are easy to recognize, were being replaced in favor of moods or emotion. Okay, sa Impressionism naman, ito yung mga uri ng music o uri ng mga kanta o halimbawa ng mga kanta na kapag narinig natin, it gives us a wide imagination about something. Okay, so for example, we have, I have chosen local examples para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, for example, Bahay Kubo. Bahay kubo, kahit munti ang halaman doon, ay sari-sari, singkamas at talong, sigarilyas at mani, sitaw, bataw, patani, kundol, patula, upot, kalabasa, at saka mayroon pang labanos, mustasa, kat. Okay, from that lyrics ng kanta, we have imagination, o we had imagination rather, about a nipahat na napapaligiran ng iba't iba o samot-saring mga halaman. Okay, another example is masdan mo ang kapaligiran. Wala ka bang napapansin sa iyong mga kapaligiran? Kay dumi na ng hangin, pati na ang mga ilog natin. Okay, from that song naman, magkakaroon tayo ng imagination tungkol sa environment na hindi na masyadong okay, hindi na masyadong maganda, hindi na masyadong malinis. So that is Impressionism style of music. Kapag narinig natin yung kanta, yung specific song, magkakaroon tayo ng imagination. Ganito na pala ang kapaligiran, madumi na pala, yan, because of the song. So, that is Impressionism. Okay, next, we have is Expressionism style of music. It is a style of music where composers seek to express emotional experience. Okay, ito naman yung mga uri na kanta na kapag narinig natin ay nakapagbibigay sa atin ng iba't ibang pakiramdam, iba't ibang damdamin. Okay, it can be a feeling of being happy, a feeling of loneliness, a feeling of being inspired, or a feeling of being broken-hearted. Yan. Whatever kinds of feelings. For example, yung kantang Ikaw. Ikaw ang pag-ibig na hinintay, puso ay nalumbay ng kay tagal, ngunit ngayon nandito na ikaw. Okay, in this case, or in this song, it gives us a feeling of being in love. Yan. Okay, another example is, dahil sa'yo ako'y matapang, dahil sa'yo ako'y lalaban, dahil sa'yo pagmamahal na walang katapusan. Okay, ito namang kantang ito, parang it gives us a feeling of being inspired. Inspired because of someone na nagbibigay sa atin ng inspirasyon. Okay? So, that is an expressionism style of music. Okay? So, now we're done with the 4 musical styles during the 20th century. Okay, so, here are the different activities that you have to do. Okay, for activity number 1, okay, so for activity number 1, what you're going to do is to listen to an 8-minute piece written in 1958. Okay, then after listening, you are going to answer 2 questions. First is, can you guess the materials used to create the different types of noise used in the piece? Name at least 5. Next question, how does the piece affect your current mood or emotion? Describe. Okay. Okay, for activity number 2, you're going to listen again to Water Walk, a famous composition of Chan Cage. And after listening or after watching, you are going to answer 2 questions as well. The first question is, what characteristics of Chan's music can be deduced from the video clip? Number 2 question, aside from the objects used in the video, what other objects can you use to create sounds which are similar to the piece? Okay, for the next activity, activity number 3, and this is the easiest one. So you have here the instruction. In each item, encircle the word that doesn't belong to the 20th century music and identify the classification of the remaining words. You are given 1 point for the encircled word and 1 point for the classification, meaning 2 points each. So here is the example. Piano, guitar, violin, book. Okay, so which is the unique word? Okay, the unique word here in example is the word book. So you're going to encircle this word. Then after that, you are going to classify the remaining 3 words. So the remaining 3 words are piano, guitar, and violin. And those 3 are musical instruments. So, ganun yung gagawin natin from number 1 down to number 5. And again, you're going to write down your answer on a short bond paper. Okay, next we have for activity number 4. Okay, in activity number 4, you're going to perform an experiment creating 20th century music system. Choose one from the activities below. Okay. So, what you're going to compose in activity number 4 is your original composition of chants music, wherein you are going to ask 3 family members to join you in this activity and do the following. Okay, number 1, prepare a dice or draw lots with 6 numbers. Roll the dice 4 times or draw a number 4 times and record the numbers that will appear. Out of these numbers, prepare a rhythmic pattern in each number. Okay, next, letter C. From the rhythmic pattern, randomly choose any materials available in your house, like plastic bottle, books, paper, pen, etc. Letter D. Assign a number to every material. Organize all the materials with corresponding rhythmic pattern. Letter E. Record your performance in your cell phone. And you have also the rubric on page 15. Okay, so dito sa activity number 4, you are going to compose your very own chants music. Okay, so in this activity, hahanap kayo sa inyong bahay ng mga materials na pwede ninyong magamit para makapag-compose kayo ng sarili ninyong chants music. Okay, next, activity number 5. Okay, in activity number 5, what you're going to compose or to create naman is your original electronic music. Create a short electronic music piece using your knowledge of the 20th century musical styles. Save in MP3 format with a file name in this manner. Electronic music, your complete name. Example, electronic music, Juan de la Cruz. Okay, in this activity naman, magre-record kayo ng sarili ninyong kanta. So, kakanta kayo, i-record ninyo at isi-save ninyo using this format or following the format. Okay. Next. Okay. For the assessment, you have to do the assessment on page 16 to 17 and write your answers in a short bond paper. Last, sa likod nitong assessment, you will be given the chance to state your idea about the impacts of the 20th century styles of music for you. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Enjoy learning. Stay safe. Have a good day.